Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. How y'all doing? So, I took a kind of a semi-impromptu road trip up to the reservation yesterday to stock up on tobacco. These times are pretty tight right now, and I can't be paying $30. I can't for corner store dip. So I got a couple tubs of Stokers, and then they also had American. They usually sell American cans of dip, like just random cans. Like today they had Skoal apple, or yesterday they had Skoal apple, Skoal berry, Skoal fine cut original, Skoal classic mint. Uh, Copenhagen snuff, and then all the 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 abomination of sago dips. Now I didn't buy any sago dip. I bought I bought a can of Skoal Classic Mint because this dip is it really it makes me feel a certain way. It reminds me of a certain time in my life, and that was a particularly good time. Um, when Skoal Mint came out, and that's all it was called, was Skoal Mint. I peppermint's my thing, so I was like all over it, and let's get a lip right now. Now it never really seems to come out too favorably amongst the dip community. Certainly is not an outstanding product, but there's something about the way this dip tastes that makes me feel a certain way. It's like you have a favorite song from 1986, and every time you hear it, it makes you feel a certain way. You remember it, you know, and yeah, it's like that. So I really, I just wanted to see if I still liked it, because I don't know. It was a couple of years ago now. I was thinking about this dip all day long, and then I went down the corner of my driveway, and there was a unopened can right at the end of my driveway. There's some country music thing going on in the park, so probably from that. But what a blessing. And but yeah, this dip never comes up, and when you talk about what it tastes like, it's not a blast in your face peppermint. It's I find it to be like a really kind of dry peppermint rather than sweet. You know, and I find there to be big tobacco overtones as well. If I had to compare it straight up to one particular kind of dip, I'd have to say it falls in the range of the Skoal or the Grizzly Dark series. Though very different at the same time. You know, but yeah, there's just something about the way this particular product. I can't explain it. It's just it's beyond me. But I dig it. So yeah, I'm giving Skoal Classic Mint Long Cut 9 out of 10. And the only reason I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10 is because I like Stoker's better. Hmm. But if I could still buy this for cheap around here, I would for sure. But yeah, it was on sale for $10 at the trading post, and that's the name of the store. And yeah, I got two tubs of Stokers. I got a can of Copenhagen snuff because I love Copenhagen snuff, and in town I pay $30 a can for it. And I bought this Skoal Classic Mint mainly because it barely ever comes up in my life, but it's quite a special dip to me because it makes me feel a certain sort of happiness, you know. So I think that's good. Yeah, but now also when I was at the trading post, they're very big. They're like all the tobacco, all like they're the tobacco place to go for and they don't have nasal snuff, or snus, but they got tons of dip, and for for Canadian prices, it's half price at least. A tub of Stoker's works out little over than $5 a can. Which is incredible. So I'm pretty happy about that. But it's left me basically broke, and yeah, times are tight. It's always hard to recover from the holidays and other things that happen. But you get there, right? Yeah. So anyhow, I was people. I was in the tobacco store, and I was looking in they have like all the cans of American Dip are kind of kept in this big plastic see-through mount to the wall or whatever post, kind of containers, right? And there's no rhyme or reason to anything. It's just random cans of dip everywhere. They had a lot of Skullberry. I gotta say that. I think a lot of people dip Skullberry down around there. But they have Sago. They have Sago dips, and I've done reviews on the three that I could find, and uh, I passed them along to Suit and Tie Dip and Chew guy, and I haven't got one for Berg's yet. I will at some point, Berg's. It's just I'm broke right now, and but yeah, and it's hard to get the ball rolling. But okay, so the three kinds of sago dip I tried were wintergreen, which was absolutely the worst dip I've ever had in my life. I had to spit it out as soon as I put it in my mouth. The original, whatever the fuck that was, I also had to spit it out like immediately. It was just disgusting. It was like, why would I want this in my mouth? And they had a mint, and the mint was the best of the three, but it wasn't good. It was just the best of the two worst things I've ever tried, or the three worst things I've ever tried, dip wise. And very low in nicotine. It was really, really low in nicotine. So like, what the fuck? So anyhow, well, and usually I just kind of avoid looking at it whenever I'm there. I don't get out there very often, but ever since that experience, I'm just not interested in this in the Sago department, and but I I am almost 100% sure that I saw a gray can of sago. Now the straight was or not the straight. The original was in like a red can. The mint and blue, wintergreen and green, and this was a gray can. And so I'm thinking it was either a fine cut natural, or I don't even know. All I know is that there's a gray can of sago that may or may not exist. And so the next time I go to the reservation, I'm going to have to be financially prepared to buy a can of dip that I'm immediately going to throw away or give away. You know, horrible stuff. Absolutely horrible stuff. If you ever come to Canada, do not dip sago at all. It's poisonous. Oh, it's horrible, horrible stuff. But yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow I have a harmonica lesson with it's like a private lesson with this fella. He's visiting from the States, I guess, from school for the holidays, and his dad wanted to buy him a harmonica lesson with me. And the kid, he's a teenager, and I guess he's a bit experienced. You know, like that's what I'm told. You know, he's experienced. He just wants to kind of find some. I don't know. I think what's happened is he used to be into it. Now he's not so into it anymore. But maybe he wants to pick it up again. It may be that, or it may be like his dad's making him do it, or I don't know. I have no idea what I'm walking into, but it's exciting, and I'm excited. So I have that lesson at 2, and I have to cancel an appointment that I was very much looking forward to going to with my therapist, but I'm gonna have to move it because harmonicas. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm just waiting for Miles to come pick me up for band practice tonight. You know, we're kind of in this stage where we're getting these really good grooves down, right? It's just the matter of distilling those grooves into like a 3-minute song or a 4-minute song, you know? So, I gave you an example of how we're sounding the other day, 2 days ago, I think. But yeah, so we're getting ready to do that again tonight. I'm pretty excited about that. And I know I promised a tattoo video on Christmas, and then I had to move it to the weekend, and now the weekend's over, and I'm busy all day tomorrow. I don't have the time to give myself a tattoo tomorrow. So it's coming. I'm definitely gonna do it. Like I've got the design. Every day I kind of tweak the design a bit, and yeah, I got the place I'm gonna do it. I got it all worked out, and it's just taking the time. It's gonna take a while to do it. It's just a pick and poke tattoo, you know. But I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to do a video on it, you know. So yeah, we'll see. Anyhow, Skoal Mint, 9 out of 10 for me. May not be for everybody, but for me it is. And you know, people like things for different reasons, and it's always important to keep an open mind with you know, like if you're a dipper, you know, why not try everything, you know? What do you got to lose other than a couple bucks, you know? And you know, I don't know. It's cool. Have a good night, and be well.
Darla, I hate your stinking guts. You make me